Thanks for coming along to see my new game called Batty Ball Bouncer. I have no idea why I called it Batty Ball Bouncer, but there's a bat and a ball and it bounces, so I guess that was something to do with it. This is my take on the standard breakout Arkanoid type of game. Usual things: bounce a ball off the bat, hit the bricks, get the power-ups, so on and so forth. You can see down the right hand side of the screen I've got a cloud high score table that actually updates live as you're playing, so you can see your score going up if you get into the top 50. The demo mode that you can see there is actually just using the gameplay code, but instead of checking to see if you're moving the mouse, the bat moves underneath the ball at all times, which gives the impression that it's actually playing a game, and it works pretty well. But anyway, enough of that, and on with the actual game. Let's have a look inside. If I tap the mouse button to start, then we have the bat and line up for the first shot. There we go. If you hit the silver brick, they take 2 shots to destroy. You can see there is point quickly, a silver brick made up of 2 blocks. That is actually a regenerating brick. You can destroy it after 2 shots, but it will come back. Now I've made this game so that it's controllable with the mouse rather than the keyboard, because that means it will automatically work on touch devices, phones, mobiles, and so on and so forth. And a lot of people play games that way, especially games like this. Which is why you can see the mouse cursor there moving around. There's a power-up. One of my favourites, the Mega Ball. It still bounces off blocks that you can't destroy, but once it goes through them, it doesn't stop. Which causes a lot of chaos because, as you may know, I like to put special effects in my games. So in a game like this, I have bricks flying, scores flying out, got the swirling background, and then when this Mega Ball starts taking things out, it's quite hard to see what's going on. That's why I actually turned it into a big flaming ball rather than the normal one. It was somebody's suggestion on feedback, because I didn't have a clue where the ball was when this was going on. Oh, P, that's a good one. It puts the ball back to normal, but it gives me an extra life. You might have noticed in the background, it's just swirling around there and gradually changing colour. It's just another little special effect I've got in there. And it's quite subtle on this level, but as you go through the levels, it gets more obvious on some of those levels. So again, it's quite distracting, but I tend to really like adding special effects. I don't know whether they're good for gameplay, because they are distracting, but visually, they're quite fun. And in fact, what happens with this, it swirls and changes colour, but it does it in time with the ball. The ball will gradually speed up, and as the ball speeds up, the background swirls quicker, and the colours change more often, and this last brick is proving quite difficult to get. Another thing I've done in this game is I did find originally that the ball could get stuck. So you might be on level 8, and then the ball would end up placed on the screen where it's stuck between 2 gold blocks maybe. Gold blocks are indestructible, and it would just bounce back and forth, and it would be totally stuck. And so now what happens is that as the ball gets faster, it starts to add a very slight variance to the bouncing. So when it hits a brick or the wall, if it's going at full speed, this is really hard to see what's going on. If it's going at full speed, then it has just 1 or 2 degree randomness to the bounce, which isn't too noticeable when you're playing, but it's enough to stop the ball ever getting stuck. Because that really was quite infuriating when you're having a really good game, and then suddenly you can't play anymore because the ball's stuck there. It was suggested I could add a key press that would reset the ball, but that wouldn't work on mobile devices, and it's also a bit clunky. I much prefer this. Just carry on playing and it will eventually release itself. Oh, nearly missed it there. It's quite distracting to... There's an S block that slows the ball down, which wouldn't be too exciting to watch in a demo. And see how the ball vanishes as soon as it gets the last brick? That's to stop any danger of actually losing a life after clearing a level. So I instantly take the ball away. I also added the get ready screen between levels because people were saying that they might have the laser back where you're frantically tapping the buttons to fire balls, and if you finish a level and went straight onto the next level, you would still be firing, which would release a ball from the bat and quite often lose a ball. So that's why we have a slight intermission. Notice a different background in it. I'm doing really well here considering I'm talking at the same time. E, enlarge bat, we'll go for that just in time. It's so easy to lose a life if you see a power-up that you really fancy getting on the other side of the screen. You think, oh, just nip across, grab that and come back. And you nip across, grab it, and you don't get back in time, you lose a life. It's really not worth it for that. Oh, mouse went a bit high there. My own fault, mouse went to the top of the screen, dropped down the menu. That's something to try and avoid doing. Anyway, back to ball 2. I'm doing still pretty well, so I don't know how long I'll keep on this demo. I don't know how long you'd like to watch again for. I've made a hole through to the top there if I've got the C power up here, which is catch. If I can place this right and fire a ball so it goes through that gap, then you tend to get quite a bit of destruction. Have I got it? No, not. It is quite difficult. Maybe there. Give it another go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that will do. Here's the L, laser ball. Well, laser bat. This is another one. It's really good to have, but very distracting. So you get scores flying, bricks flying, and you take your eye off the ball. N, that's another good one. That's new disruption. The new disruption mode means even if I don't get the ball, it will continue spawning 3 balls. Sometimes you can actually finish a level just letting it play on its own like this, just avoiding getting any other power-ups. I'll grab the T, even though I don't like this one. Twin bat. You'd think that would make it easier, but what you tend to do is, you tend to let it fall down the middle of the hole because you're moving the bat and you're forgetting there's a gap in the middle. Now I'm on R, the reduced bat. It's a dreadful thing to use. You get no control over the ball, but you get double points if you do actually hit anything. I advise against getting that. Let's see if I can finish this off. If I can get up to the 4th or 5th level, you'll see some really nice background swirling effects. S, again, slows the ball down. We'll try and avoid that if I can, just because I don't want it to slow down during a demo. R, reduce bat. No. You're unlikely to see the high score table changing during this game. I can point with my cursor now that I've got the new disruption mode. So over here you can see I've already got to level 13, 95,000 points. So I'm unlikely to beat that while talking, or even if not talking, I'm just generally unlikely to beat it. I think it's level 12 or 13 is ridiculous. Level 5 is ridiculously hard. Level 12 or 13 just... Obviously it can be beaten. I see a few people there have done it, and I have put 30 different levels in here, and I'm quite happy to add more if people start pushing that limit. P, I always like to get the P's, extra life. This is quite a nice swirly background. Let's see how difficult it is to get these last few bricks. If it's taking too long, then I'll come out of this game and show some other of the features in here. L's not going to help me a great deal because I can't destroy a gold brick. That's all I can get with the L. I can make the gold brick twinkle. It's of limited use. Right, it looks like it may take me a while to... Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get these, so I'll just let the lines drift away. It's a shame. I would quite like to show some more levels, but I'm just not accurate enough. So let's lose this life. Go back to the front end and the demo mode. A couple more things I'd like to show you. This is like a little Easter egg. If you press E for editor and hold it down while pressing the green flag to start, you get into the level editor. You can have a look at all the different levels. I've got plenty of space there for adding new ones. So you can pick a level and you can just start painting and changing it. It's a little hard to see there, but that's a cross which you can use for deleting bricks. I could do with optimizing this a little bit, but it does what it needs to do. You can create your own levels So for instance, oh, and right at the end, you've got the 2 demo levels there. Let's have a look. I'll just to show that it works, I'll take that middle block of silver out of here. Okay, and now the only way to get out of the editor is to rerun the game. And once you've edited a level, it disables the high score table. You cannot register a score on there, and it wouldn't be fair. You could make all the levels really easy, storm through them and beat everybody's high score. So it doesn't allow you to do that. There is another Easter egg here, which I'm not going to tell you how to do. But if you look in the instructions in the game and read them properly, you will find how to do it. So I like to reward people for actually reading the instructions, not leaving comments saying, how would you play? So now tap the mouse for infinite play. So let's have a look at this. You can see the level 1 that I changed. And if I just play through here for a minute and lose a life, you'll see that it actually makes no difference whatsoever. Just carry on playing all day. Infinite lives, get some practice in, look at some of the levels you wouldn't normally get to. So that is basically my game, Batty Ball Bouncer. Thank you very much for having a look. Feel free to play it, love it, and leave a love and favourite. Feel free to subscribe to the RokCoder YouTube channel to see more playthroughs of my games, and also hints and tips on how to program in Scratch and various advice on Scratch programming. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.